Okay, so our first review of the day is going to be for the film Americana. Americana is written and directed by Tony Tost there. It also stars Sydney Sweeney. Tony Tost there, people might know him. He's kind of, I think this is his first feature film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is his
Uh,
first one.
he's written a lot of TV. He's written for TV like Poker Face, which I really like. I like that show quite a bit there. That's the movie with Natasha Lyonne in it. I like that quite a bit. But yeah, he's mostly just written for TV there. So this is his first feature film. And in this movie here, it is a crime thriller that you got kind of going on in this small town there. There's a plot to steal this Native American shirt. It's worth a lot of money there. As soon as these people kind of overhear people talking about the plans to steal the shirt, which is why you're talking about to do crime in this open restaurant, but okay, sure. And then yeah, so to steal this kind of shirt that's worth a lot of money, and this shirt is kind of everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. You have different sides. One people want it to sell it for the money. You have Native American people who find out about it, who want it for obviously for their culture and their obviously to have for themselves. You got people who want to sell it because they want to, start a new life and get on, move somewhere else. That's where Sydney Sweeney and Paul Walter Hauser come into play. Paul Walter Hauser, who we just saw in Fantastic Four. There's Mole Man. We just saw him there. And they kind of have a dream there. Well, Sydney Sweeney has primarily a dream. She wants to be a singer. She looks up to figures like Dolly Parton and such, and she wants the money to use that to go to Nashville to start her career as a singer. So in this cast there, you got, like I said, I mentioned Sydney Sweeney, I mentioned Paul Walter Hauser. You also have Halsey in this. You also have Eric Dane in this. You also have Zane McLaren in this, who it seems like he's like the go-to Native American guy. Like if you have a movie about any Native American in it, he's going to be the person you go to. He's like, I guess, the new Lou Diamond Phillips, I guess there.
Why not, right?
You got Simon Rex in this, Toby Huss is in this, so you got a nice cast of people there in this movie. I saw this movie. I know that many people talked about like Sydney Sweeney had a movie come out. Like I didn't know that shit. Well, yeah, I mean this movie, not a lot of promotion into it. I know this was kind of woefully undermarketed there. So far in the box office, it's only made $500,000, had a budget of $9 million. So yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, that it just kind of got dumped there. You mentioned before that this movie was made all the way back. I mean, this movie premiered at a South by Southwest Film Festival in 2023.
Yeah.
So it had already been out for a couple years already before we actually have more
sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, before we have a bigger kind of release in it. Yeah, with this movie, it kind of feels similar to another movie we're about to talk about a little bit later, like Honey Don't, where it's trying to do that good crime thriller, kind of like on the level of like a Coen brother type movie, but it isn't as thrilling or isn't as interesting as that. Something like, Coen brothers are famous for doing crime thrillers such as Blood Simple and Fargo, No Country for Old Men, The Big Lebowski. And it seems like it's trying to do something in the vein of that, but I don't think it's just that interesting on that level of there. And it has all these different characters and have them all intersect there. I don't think it's not very well fleshed out really in that sense.
I see. Okay.
Which is a problem, an issue there. Like I said, you got a really good cast with this movie, and you got kind of some interesting aspects there, but I don't think really any of them are really fully realized or really fully fleshed out in any good, meaningful way. And there's some good storylines. There's one where, Halsey, she's from like this kind of religious cult that she ran away from, and then she goes back to, and there's like some very shady things going on with that, and you'll see in the movie what I'm talking about. That's kind of interesting. I think that they don't really, that could be a lot of good stuff in it of itself there. Then you also have the stuff where you have this little boy who's her son, who thinks that he's the reincarnation of like Sitting Bull. That could have been, I think, way more humorous than what it's kind of in the movie. It seems like it's supposed to be more comedic. I don't think it's that's done all the way kind of correctly in the film. So that's kind of another thing. It just kind of feels kind of flat also. Like there's no good pulp in it. There's like no good sense of tension in it, I feel like, in the film. It just kind of feels like just things kind of just happen and then you're just kind of watching it with I don't think it builds up that well in it, like what good crime thriller is
Mm.
supposed to do.
Something
Um
a later film we'll talk about has problems with.
Yeah. So I that's kind of the issue I had with it there with it. Um, yeah, so I mean with this, again, I mean, like I said, this movie, I think it's already been pulled from theaters.
Damn.
So I think it has. I mean, maybe you have a chance to see it. So by the time you look at this review, I don't maybe you'll have a chance to see it in theaters. But yeah, I think it's probably gonna be by the time you watch this review, it's already gonna be out of theaters, and the best hope to see it will be on streaming, which is where I think it deserves to be. I think streaming is probably fine for this. I don't think it's necessarily something that's like, oh, I gotta rush to the theater to go see this.
Mm.
I know many people have talked about Sydney Sweeney recently. There's a lot of controversy and all that surrounding her.
Needless
Uh,
controversy.
and then people saying that she can't act. I think Sydney
Mm.
Sweeney can act. I think she was good in. I liked her in that movie. Well, she was the nun. Immaculate, I think was the
Oh,
name of the
yeah.
movie. And I haven't seen the movie, but Nick reviewed it. He liked Reality, that
Mm.
HBO movie she did. I haven't seen it, but he really liked her in that and thought she was very good in it. But yeah, so that's kinda yeah, Americana there. I kinda just give it a stream it, for me there. You
Mm.
could see other better crime thrillers there, I think, many other places elsewhere, there. Like, well, I don't know who said that. Who the fuck said this? I'm looking at this bird. Americana's like an early Tarantino movie. No, the fuck is like,
Mm.
Raphael, Mayor,
Monomer,
Mayor,
IndieWire.
IndieWire, okay, I don't know what the fuck
I don't
you're
know what
talking.
you were watching.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but, yeah, so just a plain kinda stream it there, for Americana.
All right,
Very
fair
awesome
enough.
there.